You are the entire reason why your reality is the way it is. Boom! What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Dawn Uncensored, a channel where we talk about tips, tricks, and knowledge as we go through our self-improvement journey. Today, ladies and gentlemen, again, on our Laws of the Universe seminars, this is another law that I want to talk about. The law of neutrality. Now, what does this mean for you? To break this down, let's break this down into just simple terms. Neutral. Meaning neutral means that there is no bias or emphasis on anything that is going on in the activity that you are doing. So what does this mean for you? The law of neutrality states and tells us that the universe has no bias towards anybody. So what does this mean? This means that no matter what is going on in your life, the universe has no type of bias towards a single human being or to anybody else. Sure, some people can be genetically blessed more than others. Sure, some people can be blessed in the world of riches, in the materials of this world, right? They can be blessed in riches, wealth. When it comes to all of this, the universe does not care. The universe does not care if you are black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Pacific Islander. Doesn't care if you're 5 foot, 6'3", 7 foot 8, 4 foot 2. Does not matter. It does not care. There is no type of bias. It does not see any race, emphasis, color, or anything else like that. You need to understand that with the law of neutrality, you are the entire reason why your reality is the way it is. And let's break it down like this. If the universe is neutral, that means we could have two human beings, right? Let's say this is two human beings. And with these two human beings, this one, right, they grew up and their family has $100 million. And this person grew up and their family makes $20,000 in a year, right? Let's break it down into money terms because this is really what a lot of people care about. So if we look at it through this spec, technically in most people's eyes, this person right here will have more of an advantage because they were born into a family with money compared to the person who only has 20K. But in the universe's eye, right? So let's say this is the eye of the universe. The universe sees these two people as the same. There's no difference. Even though in the material world they are blessed two different ways. In the eye of the universe, you two are only the same person. It does not matter. So that means that the universe will give you the same experiences. You're gonna go through the same hardships. You're gonna go through the same struggles. You're gonna go through the same happiness and everything else like that. You two are going to be going through these same experiences that the universe will be giving to everybody in this world. The only difference is that the universe sees no bias towards it at all. Do you see what I'm saying? Even though you are going to be having different experiences in the material, your experiences in the spiritual, in the universe, do not matter. So this can make it even better for you because you need to understand something. Even though this person may have 100 million, they're still going through the same hardships that you do. You and rich people still feel the same hardships. You still go through the same spiritual warfare. The only difference would be in the physical aspect, but we're not focused on that. We're focused on the spiritual aspect of everything that goes on. Every single human being will be going through experiences, hardships, struggles, pains, happiness, depression, everything else like that throughout their life. Life is just a roller coaster of emotions. So what you need to understand is instead of having a victim mentality of, oh my god, like this person has $100 million and like they get a tire popped and I can't even fucking replace it. My kids don't have anything to eat. Brother, shut the fuck up. Shut up, stop being a bitch. This person who has $100 million still went through another hardship on the same level as you. It does not matter. You are still getting the same hardships and the same struggles that these people who are ahead of you or even behind you are still going to go through. Because again, with the law of neutrality, there's neutrality in this. It's neutral. The universe does not care who you are, what you are, where you came from, anything else like that. So you need to understand that with this, it does not matter to the universe because in the universe's eyes, you guys are still the same. You are still the same person. So why would the universe care to give this person a better experience just because they have $100 million? No, they're going to give them the same hardships and they're still going to give them the same happiness, feelings, and struggles that the person with 20K is going to feel. Now, it's different for every single person, and this is where you start to come in. Even though this is very neutral, the universe does not care where you are or what you are and how much money you have. The only thing that changes is the person it's getting affected by. And that is it. If this person who has $100 million has a more positive mindset, right? Their mindset is always in the positive. They're always looking at life for the lessons that it can teach them. But if this person with the 20K is blessed with or is cursed with a negative mindset, of course they're going to be a victim in their own mind. Because they do not understand that nothing in this world is based off of who you are or what you own in the material. It's just the universe giving you experiences so you can learn and start going through life with a better understanding of what goes on. With that being said, if you start to understand this, you can start rewiring your brain. If you've ever talked to anybody who makes a good amount of money, or you ever talk to somebody who's content with their life, they will tell you that instead of looking at lessons as failures, because failure does not actually exist. Failure is just something that the human brain brought up just so we didn't feel bad about all the bad things that were going on in our minds. But with that being said, failure does not exist. They look at everything in the lens of lessons. That is how it goes. If you can take a negative, right? If you can take a negative and turn it into a positive by looking at the lesson that it's trying to teach you, that the universe is trying to show you, I promise you, you are going to actually have more of these feelings, and you're going to start taking all of these things much more serious. And this is why, because you're going to understand there are people who are richer than you who may not even be going through what you're going through, or are going through what you're going through, and yet they're still getting up every single day to get something done. There's people who are poorer than you who are going through the same experiences, if not worse, maybe even if the same, and are still getting done everything that they need to do because it has to get done. Do you understand what I'm saying? The law of neutrality. Stop looking at everything in a victim mindset and pointing the finger at everybody else and pointing it at, oh, I wasn't rich enough, I wasn't born into that family, I'm not 6'3", I'm not a supermodel, I'm not smart, I was bullied in school. Like, shut the fuck up. You sound like a bitch. You sound like somebody who can't get anything done. You sound like a person who's going to fold at the first point of contact when they start chasing their dreams. You need to understand this. The universe does not care. It will hand you and the rich person the same pill. If you are Neo, they're going to hand you both red pills and say, take these pills. And guess what? You're going to go through those same experiences. It then only matters what the person who's getting affected by it is going to do with that experience. If you change your mindset on what goes on to you in your life, everything in your life will start to go up. And it's really simple, because again, you go from looking at everything from a negative to everything to a positive. If you look at everything from positivity, only positive things are going to start coming towards you. Again, like likes like. Positive will go with positive because it likes positivity. So if you understand this, it makes it a lot easier, because again, you're going to understand the universe may be giving you and the rich person the same experience, or you and the poorer person than you the same experience, but it matters on what you do with it. It matters on how you look at it. It matters on how you learn from it. That is really what matters. A person who is broke can actually be better than a person who's rich because of their mindset. That broke person could look at it from, you know what, this is life trying to teach me something. Let me look into it. Let me decipher it. Let me figure out what the universe is trying to tell me, and let me go from there and apply this lesson that it's going to. But a person who could be rich with a terrible mindset would go, oh my god, the universe is fucking against me, they don't like me, everything is against me in my life, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that, this is why I can't get anything done because of this. You sound like a dumbass. It does not matter. The universe will give you and that person the same experience. It's up to you to figure out what you want to do with that experience. Stop trying to blame somebody else for the experience that you're going through. Stop trying to blame the universe when it's only you who is affecting what is going on. Again, the universe does not care. Law of neutrality. The universe sees everybody as equal. So guess what? It's going to still give these experiences and everything else, the hardships, the beauty of human life, to everybody. No matter how rich or poor you are, it does not matter. What matters is the person who gets affected by it. Because if you actually take the time to shift your mindset from something that's not negative into something that's positive, you're going to actually understand that this is not that hard. This is something that's pretty fucking easy to understand. This is something that will take you from being a person who has a terrible mindset to a person who is unbreakable, unshakable, and will always be able to get what they want out of life. Because instead of looking at it from the mindset of everything is against me, everything does not want me to win, you'll start looking at it as the universe is trying to teach me something so I can win. So let me look into it better so I can learn from that. You need to understand that. But no, you take the time to sit there and wallow around because you feel bad because you weren't born into a rich family, or you feel like a certain type of way. I get it. right? A lot of people wish they were rich, but shut the fuck up, strap in, and start working, right? Change your mindset. Learn how to actually adapt to this. Learn to use this to your advantage. Stop thinking about everything is biased against you. You're not that important. There's 7 billion other people on this planet who go through the same experiences you go through. And some of these people are actually getting it better and doing better than you because of their mindset. So stop thinking you're some special little snowflake who's going through this one experience when there's millions and billions of other people going through this experience. But some of these people are going through it with an actual mindset that's good for them and making some type of positivity out of a negative situation that you think you're in. They don't see it as negative, they see it as positive. Why are you looking at life in a negative lens? Why are you not looking at it in a positive lens? If you understand this law, the law of neutrality, if you understand that everything in life that has no basis, no bias towards you, you'll be able to understand, instead of looking at it from the victim mindset, you're gonna start looking at it from, okay, I'm trying to learn something from this. What can I be taught by this to get something out of it? You need to understand that, because once you understand this, you can start conquering everything in your life, because you'll understand, instead of looking at everything in the victim mentality that you were in before, you take accountability. You take accountability for what goes on for you, because the universe will not be doing anything against you for no reason, because it does not hate you. It sees you as the same as the person who has $100 million and lives the dream life that you want. It sees you the exact same. So it does not care about what goes on. It only cares about what you do with the experience. And that's where it comes up to you. Are you going to be a victim and still blame others and blame the universe for what goes on? Or are you going to be a conqueror, understand the law of neutrality, understand that there's no bias or anything towards you from the universe, and actually put your head down, take the lesson in, and start fucking working? Be a conqueror, motherfucker. Learn this shit. Be a conqueror.